Graceffo, this is Martial Arts Odyssey. Today we're in Kuala Lumpur, Manila. I'm Antonio Graceffo, this is Martial Arts Odyssey. Today we're in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and we're learning Traveling around Malaysia and practicing Silat with a number of masters, I discovered that there were literally thousands of styles of Silat. Some were more based on grappling, some were more on striking, some were more on knife fighting and weapons. And in this case, Guru Azlan Silat. No me piace. No me piace.
Okay, then up. How do you?
Was almost like an internal martial art. They started out with this exercise program every day, and this isn't like my kickboxing exercise. This isn't performance athlete exercise. This is extremely healthy exercise that focused on stretching and bending the joints and moving your body. Now, health benefits of exercise, of course, include improving your cardio, your stamina, reducing your fat, increasing your circulation, building your muscular strength. One of the typically overlooked benefits of exercise is that exercise should force your body to move in ways that we normally don't move. As children, we play, we run, we climb, we hide under the bed. We're moving our bodies in all different directions and in all different ways all the time, and as a result, children are very flexible. As adults, the total range of motion that you go through over the course of a day is pretty limited. The average adult probably doesn't even reach over his head very often, but how often do you twist or turn or bend your body like a pretzel? So that's one of the benefits of something like yoga, is that it's just forcing you to bend your body in ways that you haven't since you were a child, because otherwise you're going to wind up with arthritis and you're going to wind up with limited range of motion. You're going to have injuries and things like that. That's why when adults, even if you're fit and then you go skiing, and your knee bends in some crazy direction, you wind up crippled because you're just not used to bending that way. And if you go to the gym and you lift weights and you do aerobics and you're running on a treadmill, if you look at your total range of motion, it's still pretty limited. So for example, for me, for combat sports, for boxing, kickboxing, my range of motion is very limited. I mean, I'm just kicking, I'm punching, and I'm moving. And that's not the same as what we're doing here at Azlan. So I really liked what he was doing. And of course, I'm always looking for a martial art that's all-inclusive in the sense that everyone can do it. And Azlan's martial art appealed to both men and women, older people, younger people. He had a lot of reports and feedback from his students saying things like, I used to have arthritis in my shoulder, now I don't, I've regained my range of motion. And remember too that this is a predominantly Malay society and a predominantly Malay martial art, and so in the Islamic culture we would generally expect less women to be participating in martial arts and exercise, but you'll see there's a decent number of women in this class, so that's encouraging. This class is a basic class, and in this class the students will learn all these exercises. The next step would be learning the forms, the dance and forms, which include forms with the Keris, which is the curved Malaysian knife, the typical knife for Silat, and later would be self-defense applications. As far as sparring and fighting goes, there is a general feeling of respect pervasive throughout the Islamic martial art, the Muslim martial art, that they don't want to hit people in the face, that this is considered an insult, so you don't want to do it. So they don't typically do sparring. Azlan said that to me many times. He goes, no, I'll never hit you in the face because I respect you. I like you? Okay. Ow! Okay, he's holding. Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. Do it. I want to show the camera. Look at what he's doing to me. He's got. Ah! He's holding my skin.
Okay, on this part.
Ah!
Go down. Put your head up. Put it up.
Put hands up. What?
And do
hands
this.
up. Peace.
Show this.
No. And he said, some guys come in here and they want to challenge us to fights, and this is not respectful. Yep. Grab the skin.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. Beautiful. Open it's a piece of tape.
Yep.
So like you hold my hand, you know, every time I touch you,
Ah!
Every time I touch you.
Ah!
No, don't
Pressure points in here.
Everyone.
Actually, can you do this one? Because it hurts. So they do a lot of martial art, they do a lot of self-defense, but they don't actually do fighting. But that's not all the Silat styles, because all the styles are different, and we'll look at some other Silat styles in other shows where they're actually doing fight.
Okay. You have to do that.
Pressure point.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. And of course, the country of Malaysia has three predominant ethnic groups. You have the Chinese, you have the Indian Tamil, and then you have the Malay. And the Malay, of course, are the largest group. And each of them has their own martial art, and they all influence each other. And we'll see some of the Malay styles have picked up from the other. Some of the Malay Silat styles have picked up some elements from the other styles, from the other ethnic groups, and then of course Malaysia borders on Thailand. Right on the Thai border are the three Muslim states of Thailand: Pattani, Narathiwat, and Yala. And these are Muslim states, and the people speak a Malay dialect there. So there's a lot of interchange, a lot of cultural exchange between the people of southern Thailand and the people of Malaysia. And of course in Thailand, Muay Thai is a predominant martial art. So we'll see elements of Muay Thai coming in, and some of the Silat styles will actually be similar to Muay Thai. But then because Silat is a combat art and not a sport art, it would be like taking the Muay Thai, taking the gloves off, adding in the grappling, adding in the weapons, and adding in all these things that make it a complete I want to say a more violent martial art, but obviously that's not the purpose. But it is. It's more violent sometimes. Azlan's martial art is a soft, predominantly internal martial art, and I just found it wonderful. I think if I did one or two of these sessions a week in addition to my regular fighting training, I think I'd be a lot healthier.
Up. There you go.
Ah! That's terrible. Oh, that's awful. That's a really good show. Azlan was an absolute gem, a diamond for me to have found, because he is the editor of Baladiri, which is the martial arts magazine in Malaysia. So he knows everyone, he knows the history of Silat, and he's able to give me a lot of really good information. Unfortunately, as always, we don't have external microphones. I'm hoping to buy some at some point, so a lot of the audio was not usable, which is sad, because this man has a lot of information. But that's awful.
One finger. One finger. Just up. Up. One finger. Just up. And then. Oh, down.
That's pretty good. He's almost got control. Right?
Yeah, we will definitely going down. Okay? I don't focus on here.
Okay.
Oh, I put open here.
Okay. All your self-defense is very simple,
Very simple.
very effective.
Simple, effective.
And these students, they can learn in just a few months.
Yeah. Not just a few months, but also in a few seconds. Maybe.
I'm Antonio Graceffo. We're in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We're learning Silat, and this is Guru Master Mazlan. And do you have any last words you'd like to say?
Fetish, no matter what kind of martial art, just fetish, get sweat, and get happy, and smile.
As always, at the end of every episode of Martial Arts Odyssey, I say get in the gym, do your sets, do your reps, do your road work, and please say a prayer for the people of Burma.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.